Good afternoon, my Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center. Like I said before, today is for open complaint, but because of the Baba involved and for the fact that we have prayed together, so I decided to look into his own case. He was here before, and I told you guys a very short or brief story about how I get to know him back in the 1993. How old were you? We are not talking to Indomie generation. No, you were 1993 away from my age now. You go surprised say I still know this Baba. All right, we without wasting much of Baba time and the tenant time the other day, I just asked question few. Are you ready to pay? When are you paying? He said so time. Then they left. All of the sudden, Daddy called me from station. What happened? He began to narrate how the tenant wanted to beat him and seize his cloth. So I said, okay, they should get him arrested, which they did. Today now the tenant is here and I want to hear from his horse's mouth. He is the horses today. So let's hear from the horse's mouth. Before then, we have to give Baba mic to explain again so that we not look like give Baba mic.
Hello, sir. Uh,
Mombasa. Okay, one more.
Hello, sir. It was something mysterious. Why I said that was that I have no fight with him ever before. I just want to collect my cloth from him. He refused to give me that cloth. He said,
Okay, did he seize your clothes?
no,
Is he a tailor?
he's a tailor.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
He's a tailor. He refused to give me the cloth. That's what brought Wahala. Then I said, give me my tailor. He said he's not going to give me, that the case is with the human rights. Say he's not going to attend to me any longer, except I reach the human rights office. This is my personal thing.
Did you brought him here because of the cloth issue or for rent issue?
I brought him for the rent issue. I didn't even mention that one when I called him.
Okay, you already gave me this cloth before you brought him.
Yes.
It's been a long time.
After I brought him here, that he has explained himself.
You not gave him
I
cloth.
gave him clothes.
Okay, as if you have forgiven him.
Even the people around he said I should give him because he's going to pay me on that day. If I'm going to take him to court that day, whatever I have, if I give him, he will add it to the money there. That's why I said I gave him the clothes with 2,000 naira. But when he failed to go give me that, I said, give me the money. Give me the money. If you give me the money, I will know what I do. He refused to give me the money. He said until I go to human rights and I said, okay. In this junction, I'm going to take my money. He said, I'm so lucky that I didn't go out often. If I go out, he will follow me to certain place and market me there. I said, what? That one baffled me a lot. That's why I take him to police station to report myself to them. And he signed an undertaking from the police that nothing of such is happening. Nothing will happen to me. Nothing will happen to my family. That is what they wrote in the undertaking of the police. Then I released him. So he's still here. I'm asking for the former agreement between me and him and the director here.
Please give him. Please collect the mic from Baba.
Listen.
That English you go speak am today. Because now when he come to Yoruba now, we dey make English one. Then na English. Tell us your name.
My name is Saliu Adeleke.
After Baba brought you here, and I treated the case politely without counting your offense or agreeing that you should quit. What now happened again that you were fighting Baba? According to you, you said you and Baba were fighting.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. That day, Baba come Baba come Wala, who dey sell cloth.
Yeah.
So dem say want to buy cloth. Say this one, na me even choose the cloth.
After I said una for
After,
years.
yeah, na me choose the cloth say, okay, this cloth good. I don already sold one for him before. So after that, dem call people that you no want to give me the cloth. I say okay, okay, I will sew the cloth. I should know one. The sewing means sewing for sure. I'm not have apprentice. So when Christmas come, Christmas is coming, New Year. So I don't be occupied. I can't go meet Baba. I beg Baba. I say, Baba, beg, let me do what this cloth finish. Christmas and New Year. Baba agree. So later, Baba come meet me say you want to collect the cloth. Say you don't want to sew it again. I say, Baba, beg. Now Baba come push me for. I stand for my. I don't want make me carry the cloth because it don't take for my hand before. So Baba push me.
But you don't cut the cloth.
I don't cut. No, I never cut it.
And you collect and carry.
No, he's elderly man. He's elderly man.
Yeah.
And at the
Let's
fear,
hear the fighting aspect of it.
at the
Baba
fear,
won't push you.
don't push me
You
forward.
can't push
He
am
say,
back.
you give me, I don't push am. I don't push am. So Baba, don't push me. I say, I don't say anything, I don't do this. So Baba swear for me. So everybody said, if I come happen that day. So the next,
Okay, you
I
say
don't come.
fight can't do anything.
Yeah, happen that day.
No, repeat am. Fight can't
Fight happen that day.
between you and
Baba,
Baba.
yeah. So unfortunately,
How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm 43 years.
43 years. How old you think say Baba?
Yes, my Baba.
Baba child.
No be say I beat Baba, no beat am, I no share do
As
anything.
at the time I know Baba, 1993, some of his daughter don senior me already.
You tell me that day.
So if I tell you my age now, I still senior you small.
Yes, ma'am.
If Baba 1993, some of her daughter don senior me, you come say fight come happen between you and Baba when you dey use 3 leg. If Baba no hold that stick, e no fit, even just now here when you wan give me that petition, you almost fall. How dare you even use the word fight happen between you and Baba? You see,
No, it's smart to no be
a
say
mouth fight
like
na,
this o.
can you fight your daddy?
I know like
Listen, see you have not made it in life o. You buy machine, you do freedom, no mean say you don make am.
yes.
No be power dem take dey make am. If na power, people like your size, like my size, na you go see dey work for everybody. You no see huge person wey dey work.
Yes.
Na we of this size suppose dey work for huge people because they don use power gather money. We no get enough power to gather money. Your opportunity wey you take dey this man house, you suppose use am make am if your heart dey pure. But the only thing you need for elderly person like this na prayer. Elderly person like this na suppose to be your pastor now, wuli. You go meet am, Baba, I don't know why work no dey dey. You say, kneel down my son. For my house, there is progress in my house, you must work. He go pray for you. If you come work sef, that money no reach you share for your wife, but you go remove one small kola money inside. You go still go give am say, Baba, I come give you kola. He go say, kneel down my son. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣoríire, you must make it. But when una see where una need help, where help will come without payment, una go smoke igbofi, una go dey beat the head. We Africa, we believe that you can only go before native doctor or pastor before you succeed. Everybody there, we are all men of God with some differences. And once you attain the age or stage of Baba, he automatically become anointed man of God.
Of course. Sincerely.
Which money cannot buy. That pastor you are running into, if you see where they went inside hide, kneel down for elderly people to receive prayer before they go to church, you will not like it. Pastors you are seeing, they like people in front of you say this is Eda B, Eda A. He have a time we gather them. You ordinary member will not see to. They will lay hand on that pastor. They will pray nonsense out of that pastor. When they hear deaconess enter the church, you think those are the Egbe wagers, the pillar he's using outside the other power that I don't know where that power comes from. Elderly people's prayer, money can't buy it. When I bought this house, this is not my first, second, third house where I'm communicating from. The man that sold this house is 93 years. The man is 93 years old that I bought this house for. I was afraid. I said, I don't want to buy as soon as make children come. Thank God some of his children, daughters, they were there. Baba told me he was raised in the UK, go to school, work in the UK. He returned home in his old age, kind of being old, maybe 70s and very bad. That all his children, they are in America. Anyone in Nigeria is doctor this, for that, general, the Baba general. That nobody sent him. So he want to sell this house and go back to somewhere Ijebu he came from. So because the daughter was involved, the lawyer, everything was involved, that is why I have the guts to even buy it. When I bought it, before I bought it, the Baba said, I want to beg you for something. I said, what? He said, please, can you give me 6 months to live? And so that I can finish, I can buy house and get a other good place. I don't want to be in a hurry setting for. I say, Baba, you will live when you want to live. No agreement, nothing. And the Baba, na jaye Baba, chop life. You know what he wrote in the gate I removed? He said, I need a wife. And it's not a joke. He put advert that he, 93 years old man, need a wife. And he was not joking. My neighbor here bear me witness. My neighbor here, fine, beautiful woman, young. He say he used to send his wife to go and see Baba if he want to send message. He say Baba want to sleep with the wife by force. That means he really need the wife by all means. 93 years old. So what am I trying to say? I was buying drink for the Baba. The Baba, you know, he used to describe drink. He said mortuarily cold drink. Very cold, my son. Mortuarily cold. I will buy drink. I'll go and be down for Baba. Baba, pray for me. He will pray. Baba will say, I am not feeling fine. I will go and buy all the medicine. You want to give money? I say, don't worry. What I need is pray for me. Not until he took advantage of my whatever the good things I was doing. That is when I now told Baba, come, you are not God. We did not end up well anyway, because when I bought the house, he told me papers are with his. There's one popular rich man in Lagos. But something like that, I don't know. I remember Bode Thomas. He said his document is with Bode Thomas. I said, don't worry. I bought the house without seeing document. I did not see it. I did not touch it. I did not get one. My lawyer only make this deed of assignments. With the respect by Baba dream, Baba was doing party in this house. Leave, Baba not green leave. Wait document, say, don't you trust me again? I say, Baba, I trust you, but I need the document.
It's compulsory.
Baba refused to give me document. Baba refused to leave. And I was already working on top of the decking. It's like I'm still building for Baba now. He might deny me at any time. That is when I now forget about the elderly aspect of it. And I tell Baba, I need my.
You are starting with love.
Yes. So Baba now say, you are talking to me. I say, Baba, I did not talk to you. I say, he say, you don't trust me. I say, Baba, it's not about trust.
That's our trust.
Until one day I sit down here, I say, I'm not going. He now begged me, say, the following day. The following day, first in the morning, I came here, I sat down. It was in my presence, start making call that they should bring document. That means he has not been making the call ever before. But to cut the story short, you will treat elderly people until they did not treat you good in return. And if they did not treat you in return, don't insult them so that you will not collect a pay. Deal with them diplomatically. There are what they call polite insults. Baba, why you no wan give me my paper na? I no dey like this kind thing. You say you insult me, I no insult you. You only say I no dey like this kind thing. It's still a kind of insult whether, but it's polite. You cannot say you say shut up or you dey craze. If you are opportune to rent for a house where you have old people will behave to you like a baby. If you cannot take it, pack and go away. But if you want to react to them because they are behaving like baby, their senses is still complete for them to get angry and sweat for you. You just said, because I don't have an apprentice, you are not progressing yet. At the end of the day, àwọn wòlíì, all these people that pray, that always hype white will tell you say the man you are living his house na wish. Anybody when you don old is automatically a wish because you have a very strong spirit. You will go and use money to do juju. Baba will not do juju. The old spirit will be more than the juju you have done. So why are you people making things difficult for yourself after you will become Buhari is the old problem. Did Buhari stop anybody to bring crops to you? No. Did Buhari also stop you from sowing the crops? No. A man who needs crops, you beg him to delay. Yes, to delay because you don't know the purpose of the crops. You don't need it. When the man delay for some time, you now feel that there is no purpose. Let me collect my crops and go find my way. You stop me from collecting his crops and know that you have caught it. You exchange work with him, you call that one fight. Say na before you agree say word of mouth na fight. That means you must have tell Baba nonsense. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ ṣoríire ni? You want to make it right. That is your broad money. The old people, they are your broad money. If you have ever gone to do broad money or they show you on television, na prayer, na word of mouth dey talk when you bring that thing o. They say na breast and private part na im dey take do, some people take do broad money. Abeg go cut dem come gather am for rent money go come. Na wetin dem talk for mouth na im bring that power, that spirit enter that thing work, and that is exactly who is sitting behind you. What they command is what is something that will happen in your life if it's a good thing. My mother dey stubborn, but you know dey arrogant, is naturally stubborn. Sometimes she and her mother will have misunderstanding because my grandmother stay with her. And my mother will travel from Edo State to come to Aswani to buy cloth, go to Cotonou, go all those places. He one day now come back, he say, Mama, I will not quarrel with you again. Mama ask why. He say, anytime I argue with you before I go market and you are angry, he say, if market get as if he not dey get people, and if they lost money and if they,
of course.
He did not tell my grandmother until one day. She counted it several times.
He revealed it.
And I said, and I cannot confess to Mama. That money you are seeing that comes, it comes like spirit. You will be selling in this shop 1,002, the same quality material. Another person will be selling there 2,500, the same quality material made in China. People will pass you, buy the expensive one, they will even line up there. Now, press, you know. If I do juju for me, I no talk to you, no dey work. If they slap native doctor with ring, you no go fall. But if you talk to the ring, you go fall. That tongue wey dey your mouth, if you know the work, and mostly when it come to elderly people, you go fear your life. Police don beat me for Ikeja here. I dey come from my society meeting, nothing happen to am. I vex, I talk something, dem find me dey beg me. Why something no happen to am that time? Despite say I dey come for society meeting. Tongue, be careful. Be careful how you play with people mostly when they are old. Baba is not happy with you, I cannot lie. People were celebrating between Christmas and New Year. Baba with his condition was in the station. Not only your parents can cost you. The money for the house. Where is the money for the house?
I'm returning next week. I'll pay it.
How much do you have now?
The money where I have, I don't know.
So how much you get for hand now?
There's no anything for my hand now. Because I don't return the money to Adeleke where I get the money.
I don't understand.
The contribution where they do. Because I go meet Baba, say the one where I have, I should bring it. Say,
Okay, whether Babalajo or anywhere, how much you get for account for Babalajo?
I still get like 15,000 there.
Yeah?
I get 15,000 there.
For there, 15. Go bring am where you gather.
That Baba no, and if I don't tell him,
when are you bringing it here? Yeah.
And if I don't tell the Baba, say we bring it.
Which day you go tell the Baba?
On Monday.
For that woman.
On Monday. On Monday. When you come on Monday.
On Monday, bring am to me. Yeah?
Yes.
What did I say?
Sir?
What did I say?
I said I should bring it for you.
When?
On Monday. So if I tell the Baba on Monday, you will bring it on Tuesday.
Oh. Then when are you bringing it to me here?
Around 6 o'clock.
Are you ready to beg Baba because you don't make am first or not?
I don't beg Baba before. I don't even beg. I don't beg am
since you fight am.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, who follow you?
They don't want to allow me to enter inside company.
Now when you see here na beg am make you see. They laugh. I know say na Zazu member when they laugh for no reason. You want beg person when your friend and laugh you want they beg am. No dey see you. I no dey hear wetin dey talk. Carry mic dey talk wetin you wan talk there.
No vex am.
So Yoruba dialect dey laugh. Which brand you dey take sef?
Sir?
Which type of igbo you dey smoke?
I no dey smoke igbo. I no dey smoke igbo.
Talk to Baba.
Baba abeg. Mami. Mi ṣe wẹ́wọ̀. Foríjì mi sá.
They never declare Baba will respond.
I don't make it to that debate, Baba. Every day I debate now. Mami.
There is no response.
According to people who know you, they say you dey smoke anyhow.
I don't smoke. I decrease.
Okay, now they craze dey smoke.
No. I don't smoke.
It's only God that brought you in the midst of this.
Give Baba.
You have been giving him. You have been giving him. You have given him more than honor. If he will abide. If he didn't abide, he will show you. When he did, I told him that house I'm having 6 shops there. 6 shops. None of them have ever taken to the police station. None of them. One took 9 months away there, is there. Just pack your thing. Leave that place.
Baba, na me you go first, so not me. Just
No, I'm just telling. Pack your thing. Go. Leave my shop there. They will pack their thing. They will go. That 8 months, 9 months is gone. The present, the last.
okay, wait first, Baba, not first. Connect a mic for Baba, make I ask you a question.
Sir.
Sit down and go sit down, go sit down.
Don't seriously.
Sir.
No worry, this are first. Question I want to ask you, just tell me. Don't worry, no work for you. When you people came here last time, wetin I tell you about me and Baba? If you remember anyone.
I can't remember, sir.
I said I know Baba
93.
1993. That from that day you people step in here, his fight becomes my fight. That you should not bother to come here, you should just call me. Were you here? You see, why some people, when you are dealing with them, they will say, "Shey na because he be this, he be that." I told you, this man did not come here because he knows me.
I didn't know.
He didn't know who is here. To his surprise, I know him.
He knows me. I don't know him.
And I now promise and say, Baba, take my number. If you have any trouble, call me. But I found out Baba also had an accident. That he said it was God that kept him alive.
Of course.
Okay, getting to know that Baba have somebody like me as a son. That was even the time you went and challenged him and fought him. You see why village people mostly go now smoke and na life go spoil. Okay, I told Baba in your presence that I am his son. Don't bother to come. That was even the time your village people push you to go and fight him. And you know Baba saved your life that day. Baba was already at the station before he called me. I told Baba, don't worry, I'm coming. Baba say I'm at the station. You think say I will come? They will carry you put for head. Bring, not be human right side, they will close the office. Will bring you here. Na me you try, but you no reach. I never even call Sister say, Baba, I come greet you. I'm a busy person, but that day you for still not see me, but they will bring you here. You no go use leg waka o, they will help you carry you up. Easy journey. So you go back, smoke that thing finish, go and insult him again. Then the second time I will not forgive you. This evil you are planting, you will repeat if God let you even reach or pass Baba yet. What Baba sow 93 is what is reaping now. Baba did not know me. 1993, this Baba is like soldier. You no fit enter. Despite say they sell water, they grind pepper. You no fit enter in compound, cross your boundary where you want grind pepper or buy water. But he allowed me to move around with the daughter. We are doing just everything like family. Whether Baba dey drive one whether na Mercedes Benz 200 or I know say Baba get one special motor.
Yes.
Rich man o, one of the richest man in that Shasha na him be. Nobody dey enter him matter. Buy your water outside, go your way. For me, when the Baba choose to leave me with the children, I was like I'm playing with big men children. And which is true. And they are all guests. Baba no even worry about me, although I still small.
I'm married.
Then that was 93 and I left that place 94. I left Shasha here 94, I moved to Abuja. Then the last time Baba was coming back to I don't know him. I said, let that man stop there, don't move, let them go assist him. They went there, they assisted him. As he just stepped me and said, I know you, Baba.
He said, no. I said, I don't know you.
What am I trying to say? If I know somebody like this and I call am my papa, I say don come, you went and start fighting him. If I come still say people when e dey smoke e go like make dem go break you, dem go say Oluomo don start again. Bring your money here o.
Yes. Medicine.
When are you bringing it?
Tuesday.
I saw the undertaking you wrote at the station. You are owing Baba another plot money.
Because it's free. They don't give me back.
The 2,000 you don't give am.
No.
You are still owing him another money.
Baba say make I sew the cloth again.
You sew am again.
He say make I sew am again.
This fight between you and Baba, I don't understand it.
Baba don't want to agree that day, but he say dem are begging. So they can't release the cloth for me. Say I should not worry.
Okay. When are you giving Baba his cloth now?
Next week I will
You know you are not a serious person, not because
I'm
you are
serious. Sir.
My tailor I have here, there's a show I want to go with Kabiyesi one day. I say na new cloth, na different cloth I want use. I gave him that cloth. Na that same day so I finish. It's possible na laziness dey worry me.
It's true.
Not be the whole day I mean o, na few hours.
Yes.
That Ghanaian man,
Yes.
Ghana mami, the
Yes.
Ghanaian.
And if it's not true, he will tell you immediately.
Yes. He sold it. I did not say the whole day, few hours. Cutting and sewing.
And you have the
And
money.
it was in the night when Kabiyesi called me. And I have some materials that I needed to take time to sew. Kabiyesi called me and said I'm going with a different style. Well, in the night, that man sold it that same night, no enter in the morning.
Imagine.
It's possible, Baba, for any tailor.
Oh.
It's for any tailor it's possible. These people are just too lazy. When are you giving Baba his cloth?
It's next week.
Give him tomorrow.
Next weekend.
I'm a tailor, so give him tomorrow.
I can't give her tomorrow.
Cut it to that.
So,
Somebody, Esther Ochiwu. I say, how much are you owing Baba?
25,000.
He say na 25,000 naira only. I hope you've heard. So I will pin your question on the screen so that. Okay, we are going to stop here. If anybody pays, they will communicate us. Any open complaint, come forward. Make I use one to take you to bed. You all have open complaint. Do you have any open complaint? Did you complain before?
We have to. No, not before. We are just coming.
Just coming. You want to make it open or private?
Private.
All right. Okay. Give Baba mic.
What I wanted to say is, if someone says it's coming tomorrow is so lengthy. Tell me that you are coming 7 o'clock tomorrow, 10 o'clock tomorrow, 12 p.m. tomorrow. That is what I like on my own. You can't tell me say you are coming tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock is tomorrow, 10 o'clock is tomorrow, 11:30 is tomorrow. So I want him to specify the time, the actual. Then I will know what to say.
You get Baba and you hear correct well.
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to be learning from Baba.
How they learn now?
Time.
Tell us time, dates, minute, hours, everything Baba wants to know.
For the clothes.
Ask Baba.
For everything, tell me.
I don't already tell lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't believe
I told him the history. That is why he knew about it.
I should not worry, sir.
The one they take you down here for.
Okay.
That
the
25
money.
and the money.
When are you bringing it to me?
When are you bringing
On
that
Tuesday.
money?
On Tuesday.
Tuesday around 6 o'clock.
In the evening.
Like,
No,
Is
since
it
we don't close, come 5.
come far, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
That is for the
For the
money.
for
For the
the money,
cross.
for the clothes, I'll give you on Saturday
What time?
around 12.
midnight.
No, tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Saturday.
No,
Next
next week.
another a week time. I'm very lazy guys.
I'm not lazy. Baba no.
Baba, no, I don't.
Okay, Charlie. For me, analyzing everything. If to say he's a wise somebody, the one you have spoken is enough for him to generate better things from what you have said. You advise him. You speak to him the way he must listen, and it's left for him if he can reconcile himself. Well, if you cannot reconcile yourself, it's yours. My own and you is on a limited time. So this is what I want to do. Ask for it. If you pay the money, you pay the time, it's good. So,
Thanks, sir.
I say, thanks at that day. You guys say you need treatment when it happens again. I am a radical activist. How many activists they be or you or more? If I just there to do my work, doesn't make anybody to come and try any nonsense with me. I dey put am aside, not be say I can put it aside. I dey put this activism aside always, do wetin I wan do. You understand? The mouth wey I open to tell you is my daddy. Go home and try second time. Yeah? Activism will not stop me to tell you that street wey or that street. No be person wey dey dey inside AC dey be Oluomo. Oluomo dey na street boy to see how the community is going. And you are part of my community.
of course.
Activism or no activism, if the Baba come to my house say, Prince Oluomo, there is a boy making noise in my house, they will still go bring you, they no be to station. And if I want make you enjoy well, they do not dey use leg touch ground before you reach there, they just carry you.
The carry will not be easy. To carry somebody without
No,
using
see, if I want to be talking about my spirit, you look like I'm taking people's time. There is a woman that always break people head, you don't enjoy them. This very place, close to police station. Police say they no fit arrest her and they can't force her. Then now start use razor blade mark the wife, the mate, wife of the brother's, the husband's brother's wife. You go station with that man. DPO say they can't force her. They invited her to not come. Now I call women, my women, when in this community I call them. I say the men, una not touch, una just escort in case any man come out for street. Then carry am, me not touch ground, then carry am go station. She not touch ground. They suspend am, carry give police. Make police now tell me say you no go prosecute am. Come they now discover the woman is 100% normal as police as e dey shout when police no dey near am na im make am dey do. That woman has become a normal woman since that day till now. Do you know where people were calling me from? Please, I'm calling respect of this woman from first CID. Hey, please. I say na court una go meet myself. The woman stay 3 days. She begged her knee. You know who later beg for her? Those people she injured, they now feed for her. Come here and start begging. She undertake. She's not the most peaceful woman in that community. Shasha here. If now my work one day enter video, I even know I tap my chest and dey try. To hell with you. You dey injure people, police tell you say you no come, dem no fit force am. No wahala. We no beat am na woman to woman. They carry am about 6 women. They were more than 15, but 6 carry am. The rest follow.
Okay, my brother. God bless you. God bless your ministry.